Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube video. So this is going to be a special episode where I am going to be revamping my podcast. So this is episode 19. So for those of you that don't know, I have a podcast called Coach by CWM, which is essentially I'm aiming to talk about my journey with social media, how I'm building my personal brand, and then also like UGC content, how to land your first brand deal, etc, etc. So for those of you that don't know, I've been on social media for the past kind of 10-15 years, but I've only been really consistent with it since March the 12th. So I've got a note in my calendar where I've been consistent with social media, and since I've been consistent with social media, I have gained so much traction with my statistics. I have gained 50,000 impressions on YouTube. I started using Clapper, which is a social media app, and I've gained over 100 followers within 3 days. So my Clapper account is at Cindy Mitt, MITT, and I have just got so much rewards from doing social media, and gained like 13,000 followers on Snapchat. And if you want to have, I don't know, the same results or better results or similar results, then I suggest you tune in to my podcast, where I'll be uploading episodes daily, and I'll be talking about my journey through social media so you can learn with me. And so a couple of things on that I've written down on how you can achieve 50,000 impressions within or over. I'm at 58,000 impressions now in just under like 3-4 weeks of filming consistently. So a couple of different things. Number one is obviously staying consistent. So I am uploading at least one long form video every single day, and then I am doing one podcast episode every single day as well. So it's gonna build momentum in me, because I want to be doing something daily instead of doing it once every single week, So the more you do it, the better your quality gets, the better, the more you learn about yourself, and just the more content you put out there. Obviously YouTube like pushes videos and its algorithm out there, but Spotify doesn't. So you need to be able to make content, e.g. on TikTok or whatever, to then push your podcasts, And then number two is finding your niche, or people call it your niche, which I never pronounce it like that, but finding your niche. So your niche for me is AI, strategic finance, and future retail, which doesn't sound like a niche at all, because I'm kind of taking 3 pillars together. But future retail is really niche. No one is talking about future retail at the moment. So future retail, for your benefit, is combination of sales and marketing strategy to create an omni-channel. And omni-channel is getting the perfect blend of your online and offline connections with your customers. So I have a video on what is Future Retail 101, which you can go and listen to that, which I won't go into that right now. But finding your niche is really important, because you need to be very specific in the things you want to talk about and things you want to share. So obviously on my podcast, I'm going to share my social media journey, my personal branding journey, and my UGC content creation journey. So for those of you that don't know, I've landed my first brand deal which is unheard of. People usually go on social media for a couple of months before they actually land the first brand deals, but I've landed one within 5 weeks of being consistent on socials. And so I'm so proud of myself. It's a paid brand deal. I will obviously post more content about the brand deal itself, but at the moment it's still in the pipeline, so I'll talk about it more and I'll post content about it when I get a chance to. But yeah, finding your niche is so important, because you don't just want to talk about everything, right? You want to be talking about something interesting which interests you but also interests your viewers. So that's key. And you want to try and step into the mindset of your audience and understand what you can bring to the table. So for me, my ideal avatar is me, and age people, it doesn't have to be age specifically, but people like Gen Zs who want to learn about social media, who want to I will talk about my accounting journey as well, so how I became an accountant later on in another episode. But just to give you a brief background, a brief background. So I'm an accountant by trade. I studied economics at University of Kent, and then I went into a commercial role. Like, I did 5 years at Honda. I did 3 commercial roles, and then I moved into accounting from doing those roles. So yeah, it's really important to pick a topic that you want to talk about, and pick a topic that you can talk about. And even though it's a niche, you still have enough content to be able to make like 100 episodes, because a year down the line, you don't want to be running out of things to talk about. So the third thing is mixing your short form content with your long form content, and that leads to using things like Vizard AI, which I take my long form content, plug it into Vizard AI, and then I get loads and loads of short form content out of it. Then I post that on social media like LinkedIn, like TikTok, Clapper. And then I don't post those short form content on YouTube, because I make different types of short form content and then post that on YouTube. So I wanted the customer experience or the customer journey to be really different for all platforms. So they're seeing my content, yes, on maybe TikTok and Clapper, but on my short form video on YouTube, they are seeing different types of content. So it makes the content more engaging. And I put exclusive short form content as well on my YouTube, like Get Ready With Me, £1 matcha drinks and things like that, to just get people to get to know me. And yeah, so Vizard AI, Vizard AI, they are it's an app you can use, plug it into your mobile phone, and then you can either use a YouTube link or put the video on, upload the video even, and then it will automatically turn your long form into short form videos, which is insane. And it does it so quickly as well, in the space of like 5 to 10 minutes. And then it also gives ratings on like which short form video they think will perform well. But I've been using Clapper and uploading my short form videos onto Clapper, and I've been able to get, a couple of 100 impressions in every single video consistently. And one of my videos just hit like 700 impressions. And you might think, oh, 700 impressions is not a lot, but just imagine 700 people inside a room. you know, that is a lot of people and a lot of eyeballs on your content. So the thing is, people who have blown up on social media, obviously it's taken them years, etc., to get traction, but like getting millions and millions of views. And so don't compare yourself to those creators, because they're not just starting out, and they probably rode the COVID trend where they hit virality during COVID, where everyone was stuck at home, you know. And because at the moment AI is taken over, you can ride the AI trend and use AI to build your content. So you might not get as much traction as what people did back in the day, and those influencers who are doing like really well with millions of followers, like, best to them, like, you know, really, really great. And you can aim for that, but just don't expect that to be your results in the first month or second month, because it's like winning the lottery. But being consistent with your content is so key to creating the life that you want with social media. And then the next point is research competitor trends. So I don't do this as often as I should, but researching competitor trends on what YouTube videos are hitting, what people are talking about, how they use their thumbnails, how they use their titles to engage people, that's really, really key. And then also research the different topics, like I would say pick 10 influencers in your niche and then follow them and then review their content and then come up with your own ideas. So if you pick 10 types of content from those 10 influencers per influencer, then you have 100 ideas on what you want to do, essentially. And this is something taught by Natalie Ellis in Boss Babe, where she talks about, you know, your 100 pieces of viral like content, what is going to be, where is it going to be. And I haven't actually done this properly, but I do like micro research as I go along the way. But I kind of don't want to follow the trend, and I want to start my own trends. So it's a bit of a catch-22 really, because I'm telling you to do one thing but I haven't actually followed it. But doing research is key when you kind of stuck on ideas, you don't know what's in the market currently, and you just want to get a vibe of what everyone's doing. And then the last point is mixing old videos. So I've uploaded some videos on my YouTube where I'm on holiday riding a moped in the desert, and then that got like 600 views and stuff. And yeah, so mixing old content, which is really key. And then also another point is to understand where you fall into in the categories. So you have educational content or you have entertainment content. It either falls in one or the other. And then from that tree, you fall into either like if you are education, or if you're entertainment or educational, you can do like UGC content around it. You can do like day in the life of, like, I don't know, just have a understanding of like which topics you fall into and what you're trying to do. Is it business? Is it entrepreneurship? Is it accounting? Is it teaching? Is it nursing? Is it like, what's like, understand your background and understand what information you're trying to provide. And yeah, that's really, really important. So yeah, those are my tips. So to recap, number 1, be consistent. Number 2, find your niche. Number 3, mix short form and long form. Number 4, use things like Fizzard AI. Number 5, research competitor trends. And number 6, mix in older videos. So yeah, those are my top tips to get to 50,000 impressions within 5 weeks or so. if you have any questions, feel free to pop them into the comments below, or email me at mitelenacindy@gmail.com. So that's mitelenacindy@gmail.com, and I'll answer your questions. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast / YouTube episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.